There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV.
There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're going to finish this record off. We've got quite a few views on this. Not strong compared to the first so many tunes on the record, but in relation to what we have been listening to on the latter half, this must be a good one because we've got, a significant amount of views. This one's called The Kids Don't Stand a Chance. This is Vampire Weekend's self-titled record, and we're finishing this off. Let's go. Sounds like Crazy Train. Aye, aye, aye. He comes across with a reggae-esque vocal a lot on the record. I'm not a follower. I've never really delved into the works of the Police, but Sting's vocal line sometimes, sounds like this. But obviously Sting and the Police were reggae influenced. From what I'm aware, I don't have a deep depth of understanding of the band, but there's a parallel. This guy's just been spamming this comment. I upliked the last one because he were plugging his mate. But at this point, considering he spammed it, I don't even know if it might actually be his own band, you know what I mean? I'm going to dislike this one. Tim Dog says, I cried when I listened to this. And he's got 2 agreements. Carl Young wrote this song, says Jambi. Mr. says, who's Carl Young? I'm interested to hear anything else he's written. And Noah Barnes has responded to that with a full-on Wikipedia copy and paste. And I'm going to read it to you people. Carl Jung, also known as Carl Gustav Jung, was a Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst who lived from 1875 to 1861. He was a pioneering figure in the field of psychology and made significant contributions to our understanding of the human mind. Jung developed his own school of analytical psychology, which emphasized the exploration of the unconscious mind. He believed that the human psyche is composed of the conscious and the unconscious aspects, with the latter holding deep layers of personal and collective experiences known as the collective unconscious. And there you go, that's a little bit of info in regards to Carl Jung. He was an apprentice of Sigmund Freud, and as far as psychoanalysts are concerned, for the most part, they're parted within schools of thought under Jung or Freud. That's how it tends to go. But what do I know? What do I know? Shot to pieces, the kids don't stand a chance. So whilst I do have something to comment on, we've got the instrumental here replicating the melodic elements of the lyric, so of the verse section. That's the driller hook in your mind, so you remember the melody even more. So it's the best way to do a solo. So if there's a solo for a guitar or so forth, if you replicate what we've had in the verses, we not only get a guitar solo, but we also drill in that earworm melody, you know? That was The Kids Don't Stand a Chance. I just had a thought whilst listening to that. The whole thing is very well composed, put together, and thoughtful, artistic. There's not been one aspect that hasn't been considered. And whilst I myself was considering those things, I approached the album artwork and I looked at the title because it's quite pleasing, right? The band name, Vampire Weekend. So I was sort of working out why I considered it as such. So I'm into songwriting. I understand particular songwriting principles, or at least the foundation of such. So first and foremost, Vampire Weekend, we've got 2 syllables each. Vampire Weekend, okay? Now, we look at the title even more so. Vampire. 7 letters. Weekend. Weekend. 7 letters. I feel like it was intentional. I feel like the band or whomever is behind the aesthetic of it as a whole is very thoughtful and considerate as to the message and the sparkle that we perceive the band within. Like, there's a lot of magic. And, you know, I know that sort of digresses from the reaction we were going to have on the tune. I thought the tune was good. And I experienced a great space for thought to delve within the world of Vampire Weekend within that song. So I experienced something beyond the actual soundscape that was created. It got me into a deep depth of thought within the band's artistry, and you don't get that much. Normally it's a band that creates music for music's sake, creates an instrumental, like you got a band playing music and then you'll have someone expressing themselves on the microphone. But I think this band goes a little bit beyond that, and they have done so with their self-titled. And from here on, I assume I'm going to experience a development, because this doesn't seem like a band that would stay stale and continue doing the same old thing. I'm going to follow this video on with a video in regards to my final resolution and rating of this record. I'll see you